Welcome everybody to Forza Motorsport 6, and today we're taking a look at the 1995 BMW M5. Now I'll state this now that this is easily my favourite M5 on the game. We have 4 versions, I think. We have the 80s version, this version, the 2003 version and the newest version. I'm not sure if we have the V10 version on this game, though I do love that car in terms of its engine. I personally prefer this car for many different reasons. So yeah, a practical 4-door saloon that can easily acquire a family because it is based on the 5 series, but it's got a great big thumping engine in it, and the handling is also marginally better. So yeah, the engine, it's a inline 6 engine, 3.8 I think it is, 342 horsepower, 301 pounds-feet of torque. Now granted, that's not as much as the newer BMWs. The 2003 version has 52 extra horsepower and 67 pounds-feet of torque more because it has a bigger engine, but it also weighs a bit more. So even though it has a bigger engine, that 52 extra horsepower isn't all that much, to be honest. There's a much bigger gap between the V10 BMW M5 and that V8 version. Yeah, but it's also light on its feet, 3,772 pounds it weighs, which granted is about 500 pounds more than the 80s version, but with that extra power it's actually quicker to 60 and quicker to 100 and actually has a higher top speed. Because it's kind of in between the two of the cars, the 2003 and the 88 version, it's the perfect balance between power and its weight. Let's start the engine up, see what it sounds like. Pretty damn nice, I find. It's even better when you get it on the track. So yeah, it's practical, looks good, and quite frankly, when you get it on the track, it's even better. So yeah, let's get onto the track and see what it can do. Right, we're at Watkins Glen full circuit. We'll take it round on the first lap and we'll talk through it on the second lap. So yeah, as you can see, this is a pretty decently quick car, handles pretty damn well. and there's plenty of justification for me personally finding it to be my favourite BMW M5. And yeah, I know granted it's not the fastest one you can get, and it's probably not even the most sought after version either, but it's fast, it handles really well, makes a great noise. There's really not much that can beat a naturally aspirated BMW inline 6 engine, especially when you get to 6,000 RPM or thereabouts. And at the end of the day, it's a family car that can take plenty of people in comfort, luxury, safety, as well as anything you want to take with you as well, that's luggage wise. And yeah, all the while it can also tear your face off on a track and give you all the fun and thrills that you would expect from an M5. Now in terms of acceleration, it can do 0 to 60 in 5.6 seconds, which is 0.2 seconds quicker than the 80s M5, and 0 to 113.9 seconds, which is 0.6 seconds quicker than the 80s BMW M5. Now granted, the newer M5, the 2003 one on this game, can get to 0 to 16.8 seconds quicker and 0 to 100 in more than 2 seconds, so yeah, that is a faster car, but it's also a bigger car, heavier car, and nowhere near as light on its feet as this car is. Quite frankly, I think you would expect someone who loves V8s, because I do love V8s, especially American muscle cars, to go for the car that has the V8, but nope, I prefer this car by a country mile to that BMW M5 from 2003. Even though I do like the V10 BMW, that engine really belongs in a sports car, mid-engine, snouty sports car, not a saloon car. And this is a perfect middle ground between lightweight M5 from the 80s and luxurious heavyweight from the 2000s onwards. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.